Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I snooped through my boyfriend's phone, got exactly what I deserve. My boyfriend and I have been together for 9 months. Prior to us getting together, he was married for a few years, but he found out she had been having an affair with someone out of state. We started dating through the separation and after the divorce had been finalized. Both of us had some trauma we were dealing with, but I thought we could work it through together. More recently, I'd become concerned that our relationship had become stagnant. I had fallen in love with him months ago, but was too scared to say it. There was no signs of moving forward in our relationship or growing outside of a normal routine. We'd met each other's friends and families, and he had been with me through some pretty tough personal situations. To everyone looking in, we seemed completely in love, but at the rate that we were going, I was afraid I'd never hear it. I couldn't understand what was stopping us from moving forward. This past weekend, we were staying at a friend's lake house for a wedding. At one point, he went jet skiing with a friend, and I stayed behind to start getting ready for the said wedding. His phone had been blowing up, and unfortunately, my trauma got the best of me, and I snooped. I found exactly what I deserved to find. He was texting his ex-wife. This wasn't just casual conversation. He was sending her things like, "I'm thinking about you," and every time she told him she missed him, he replied with, "I miss you too." I'm heartbroken. These were things he said to me. When I confronted him, he apologized. After, of course, trying to deny everything. I decided to make the hour drive home and skip the wedding. I was upset and didn't want to ruin the mood. Today, when I asked him why, he didn't really give me an answer other than he knew what he said to her was wrong. He did, however, tell me I crossed the line by going through his phone and he wants to take a break from us for a while. I'm sad that this might be the end, but I'm mad that this has all somehow been turned into all my fault. Don't get me wrong, I shouldn't have gone through his phone. I definitely made a mistake. But now, instead of being in the dark about those two making me look like a fool, I know about it. What should I do? Is this the end or is there a way to salvage this? Please help me. It's been a long time since I've been happy and I feel like I've ruined it again. That's so sad. But it's not her fault. The person doing the cheating is at fault. Who cares how you found out, right? Like, imagine being suspicious of your boyfriend and then you follow him, you tail him somewhere, and then you find out he's sleeping with his ex. And he's gonna blame you because you followed him. Ah, that's crazy, ain't it? Well, you would have found out if you didn't follow me, so it's your fault. Oh, but girl, you should be happy that you found out. Because at least you found out earlier. And not after you married this man who doesn't even love you. And tell him no, it's not going to be a break. No thank you, let's just break up forever. Bye. Secrets are never forever. How do I deal with this? We have 2 children. My son is 27 and my daughter is 30. 4 grandchildren. We have been married for 32 years. I want to keep this as short as possible, but I'm so scared of what is going to happen to our lives now the secret has come out. My son came and saw me a week ago. My husband was at work. We sat down and I knew something was wrong and I was concerned for him. I told him to just tell me what the problem was and we will sort through whatever it was. He said he didn't know how to start, so he would just put it all on the table and see what I have to say. I was getting very concerned at this stage, never thinking that what he would tell me could destroy our lives. My son told me he took an ancestry DNA test because, like his dad, he was interested in genealogy and wanted his kids to know where they were from and the history. I still hadn't clicked at that stage. I thought he came back with a medical issue that may be present and expressed my thoughts. "No, Mum," he said, "that isn't the problem. The problem is that Dad has no common DNA." I started shaking and went into shock. He asked if his dad knows. I told him no, I didn't know until now. The secret I had kept for 28 years is no longer a secret. I knew that my son could have been a product of a mistake I had made early on in my marriage, but when he was born he looked so much like my husband and I that I dismissed it and convinced myself he was his. The mistake and bad choice was when we were going through a tough time with my husband, working long hours, and we were struggling to get a deposit for our house. We were also trying for a second child. One of my husband's friends was in our lives as he was going through a breakup and we were trying to be supportive. My husband was at work and his friend and I were drinking and just talking about life. We got drunk and yes, we had sex. I can't even remember it, and the next morning his friend and I were mortified and vowed never to bring it up again. It was such a long time ago, I cannot even remember it. I dismissed it as a one-time mistake and have never been tempted to cheat again. Well, I fell pregnant and here we are. My husband is such a loving man and our marriage has always been strong. My son wants me to tell him, as he will find out soon anyways. How do I proceed? I'm disgusted that this is going to destroy my husband, my entire family. I know I was a piece of shit back then for what I did. I cannot erase that, but the hurt we are all going to go through, I cannot fathom. My husband has not found out yet, but I have to tell him before he finds out. Girl. I have no words because you're disgusting. You brought it upon yourself. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, there's nothing you can do to fix it because it's the past, right? The only right thing you can do is tell him. Seriously, you should have done it early on. She should have told him the moment after it happened and not 30 years later. That's crazy. Dude, I'm mad for the husband because imagine raising someone else's son and your wife kept it a secret for as long as she wanted to. That's crazy. And also because he was probably still treating that friend so well. You know what I mean? These two people played him so bad and he didn't know. And he was probably still like drinking with that friend, making jokes with that friend, not knowing that the friend slept with his wife. And his wife slept with the friend. So the two of them just made him look like a fool. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. But yeah, I think she should just mentally prepare herself that it's not going to end well. Because, yeah, divorce. She literally had 28 years to tell him. So every single day, how does she live with that? How did she? That's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get how some people do it. Like, I overthink over the littlest things and these people go cheating and they just forget about it. They don't even feel guilty. Well, obviously she didn't feel guilty enough to tell him. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 28 years and she didn't tell him. Girl, that's disgusting. And there's no way she's gonna be scared now. Look, you had 28 years to prepare yourself. Huh. She really thought she was gonna take the secret to the grave. Huh. My girlfriend is on Tinder while I'm at the ICU for my father. What do I do? Are these people like dumb? Sorry. What do you mean? What do you do? My dad is at the ICU for pneumonia and influenza. He's my only parent and has raised me my entire life. I told my girlfriend I won't be replying that much because I have a family emergency. I told her about my dad so she knows. I haven't been messaging her for the entire day because I'm dealing with my father and I completely shut down. I've already lost a brother and I can't imagine losing my dad. After I messaged my girlfriend, she sent me screenshots of her talking to a guy on Tinder who makes kinda inappropriate comments. She told me to focus on my dad and not at her on the moment. I'm just in complete shock because she's doing all of that while everything is going on. She knows my dad is at the ICU and so on. After she starts telling me she doesn't think it'll be good to be with one person forever and she should explore. I told her to delete Tinder, but she's telling me she won't delete it for now. We've been together for over 3 years and I feel so overwhelmed and sick to my stomach. Any advice on what I should do? Boy, just dump her. The fact that she's like, oh, you're not paying attention to me, so I'm just gonna talk to some guys on Tinder because you're not giving me the attention that I need. Girl, you're crazy. She was really like trying to guilt trip him for not giving her attention. So she's gonna be like, well, the reason why I'm on Tinder is because you're not talking to me. And your dad's about to die, but I don't care. The manipulation is real, you know. She was like, yeah, look what I'm doing. But don't mind me. Just care for your dad. Don't mind me. I'm talking to so many guys right now, but don't mind me. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.